Simplifying radicals worksheet 2. Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm still sick. That's why I didn't go to work today. I'm right here with my kids. Say hi, Paul.
Hi.
And my other younger one. And as you can see, I'm babysitting very well because they're playing the Wii. Okay, back to what we're doing today. Alright, let's get down to the nitty gritty here. Let's open this worksheet up. Now, I know, let's just jump to the hardest one, number 13. Guys, keep it down, Dad's making the video. Okay, number 13 is crazy. Let me explain why. Well, first of all, you could take a look at the top, which is a square root of 8, which you could actually simplify. Yeah, Daniel died. Okay, but go over there. I need to make a video. Okay, so the square root of 8 could be simplified. The square root of 18 could also be simplified. Let me do both of those right here on the side. Just move this over a little. And the square root of 8 will break down to, what does that break down to? It breaks down to 4 times 2. And the square root of 4 is 2. The square root of 2 stays. So the square root of 8 really is 2 square root of 2. And that's what I'm going to rewrite over here. 2 square root of 2 instead of the square root of 8. Now the bottom one, we could also rewrite the square root of 18 as 9 times 2. Which means that when you split it, you'll get 3 square roots of 2. So the square root of 18 could be rewritten as 3 square roots of 2. So let me actually do that. Let me put the denominator, and instead of 3 plus the square root of 18, I'm going to write 3 plus 3 square roots of 2. Anyhow, so we've simplified both radicals. We need to now get rid of the radical in the denominator. How are we going to do that? We're going to realize that the denominator is a binomial with a radical in it, and the only way to get rid of a radical within a binomial is to multiply by the conjugate. It's not your turn yet, Paul. Hold on. I'm just working on this video for the students. Okay. Go there. Watch your what? Check what? Okay, guys, hold on a second. Once again, to get rid of the radical within a binomial, you have to multiply it by its conjugate. And the conjugate is the same exact binomial, but just with a different sign in the middle. And what you do to the bottom, you must do to the top. So you're going to also multiply the top by 3 minus 3 square root of 2. And a close parenthesis. And let me move this over here to make more space. Anyhow, on the top, when we distribute, it's not your turn yet, Paul. 2 square root of 2 times 3 will be 3 square. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, guys. Well, some video is better than no video, huh? Let's go back to explaining this. 2 square root of 2 times 3 gives you, what was I thinking? Not 3, gives you 6 square roots of 2. Okay? And when we go 2 square root of 2 times negative, oh my goodness. 2 square root of 2 times negative 3 square root of 2. Well, let's think about it. That's 2 times negative 3. That'll give you a negative 6. But when you do the square root of 2 times the square root of 2, that actually becomes times the square root of 4, which takes you back to 2. I hope we get that. Okay? So on top, what we're really going to have is 6 square root of 2 minus 12, and it's better to write it as negative 12 plus 6 square roots of 2. You always want your real or your natural number first, or your integer first, and your radical second. Anyhow, that's the top. This is what we have on top, the numerator. Okay, let's work on the bottom now. The bottom is going to be more interesting because all the radicals cancel out when you multiply a binomial by its conjugate. So 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, 3 times negative 3 square root of 2 is negative 9 square roots of 2. And then 3 square root of 2 times 3 is positive 9 square roots of 2. And then positive 3 square root of 2 times negative 3 square root of 2. Let's think about this. That's like saying positive 3 times negative 3. Oh, that's negative 9, okay. But then you have to think, what is the square root of 2 times the square root of 2? That's really going to be a square root of 4, which is really 2. So you're going to go times 2, right? And let's simplify this bottom part. Let me move it over a little. So we're going to simplify the bottom part. And the two middle terms completely cancel out. So your first term is a 9. Your second term is a minus 18. And 9 minus 18 equals negative 9. So that's what you get in the denominator. So this is the bottom. Okay, so what do we have? We have the top, which is a binomial with still a radical in it, and the bottom, which is a negative 9. Let me rewrite this answer. The answer so far is going to be negative 12 plus 6 square root of 2. And on the bottom, we have negative 9. Okay, so that's the good answer so far. That's a good answer so far, but it could get better. What do I mean by that? It could get better. You have a 12, a 6, and a 9. So all those three values could be reduced because they all have a multiple of 3 in them. Okay, so what could we do? We could reduce by 3. Reduce all of them by 3. So 12 divided by 3 will give you a 4. 6 divided by 3 will give you a 2. And 9 divided by 3 will give you a 3. So rewriting this whole thing, wow, I'm really not feeling good. Rewriting this whole thing, I'll get 2 square root of 2 right here over 3, and it's still negative. Now that looks like a good answer, but we could clean it up even more. What do I mean by that? You don't want a negative in the denominator, ever. I mean, you want it to look nice, and let's have a positive down there. So what I want to do is change all the signs. It's like multiplying the whole thing by negative 1. So I want to change that, and change that. So my final correct answer, the answer will be positive 4 minus 2 square root of 2 over 3. That, my friends, is the hardest problem. And I hope I see you tomorrow. That's if I feel better. I'll be there. All right.